Out here hanging out with Palm Beach Dyno, and Drag Time shows up with their GT.
Hey everybody, Brooks from Drag Time is here. I'm here with Jimmy and Ken from Palm Beach Dyno, and he buzzed me. He said, Brooks, since you can't get up with GT500 and you can't get it till February, you're not a VIP like this guy. And everyone else on YouTube's got theirs. He said, you want to come by and do some videos with his GT500 and another one over here, this orange one. So we got two GT500s and my Ford GT. Now you haven't seen a video on the GT in a while, and I don't know, I apologize for that, but there really hasn't been a lot to do until now.
So it's the half mile,
So
right?
we've seen GT500 burnouts. I went to Las Vegas and got some numbers. Well, I didn't get any numbers actually. They only bring the draggy.
Yeah.
And you've seen dynos and tunes, but you haven't really seen any races. And you definitely haven't seen GT500 versus the Ford GT. Now, both are kind of track cars. This one's got dedicated launch control. It's got line lock. It's got and it's a track car too. So this is like an all-around great car for drag racing, road course, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, this is actually Magnerized suspension, adjustable suspension. The GT, on the other hand, is a one-trick, basically race car for the street.
It's a Le Mans car for the street.
Yeah, but I got launch control. He's got launch control. We figured we're out here at his shop, private street, and we're gonna line up some launch control 0 to 60 runs of the two cars and see what happens. Now, this car's actually got a better quarter mile than me. My best is like 10.8 in this car at a drag strip, and they've been getting 10.60s
in real good.
10.60s in this car, but we're not at a drag strip, and that's where it's going to come into play. Where I got the engine in the back, all the weights in the back. Now my tires are a year and a half old. I got about 2,500 miles in the car, so that's a disadvantage for me. He's got brand new tires, but he's got adjustable launch control. So launch control in this car can go from 1,500
15 to 32
to 3,200. I cannot adjust it in my car. So we're gonna start off the races even. Mine's at about 3,100. His is about 3,200. We're gonna start there, and if it's too much for him on this kind of surface, then we're gonna ratchet it down until maybe the Mustang beats, or maybe the Mustang beats the Ford all along. We don't know what's gonna happen, but nevertheless, we're gonna try out all the different modes in here and see what happens with these two cars.
It's gonna be interesting.
The dig race,
don't forget
with the GT500.
bone stock, 100%. Not
bone
tuned,
stock, no tune, just came in off the truck.
I picked it up yesterday morning.
It's got less than 40 miles.
And that's why we got to race it stock, because his shop's going to start murdering everything once this thing comes out. And then over here we got this orange one. Now this one's got a tune on it. How much power did it pick up?
This one's up, what was it, up about 30 to 40 horsepower at the wheels on 93.
Okay.
And we remote tuned it because like the Christmas holiday.
Okay.
And now that he's down here, we're really going to make some effort at
Okay.
it. You know, cat delete, T85, pulley, that's on stock boost.
Nice.
So, you know, we're looking in between 800 and 900 horsepower.
It's going to be interesting to see this against the GT as well.
Yeah, maybe we'll do the two GTs against each other.
That would be awesome.
And then we'll do this two stock comparisons, and if, I don't know, if I win a couple times or he wins a couple times, maybe we'll line up going with a little more horsepower. I personally don't think that's going to help from a 0 to 80 mile
I'm thinking it's top
race.
end probably, but we'll see what happens.
And then next up, we're trying to get the track rented, and then we'll get some real quarter mile stuff and some higher speed stuff. So today we're just doing kind of low speed dig racing, and let's have some fun and get it done.
Yeah, hopefully we get that
Thanks,
9 second
appreciate it.
run.
Let's go. It's you against me.
Let's do it. Yeah.
I'm in the GT. This is $500,000. You got no chance.
Listen,
no Mustangs
listen. I'm on a Mustang. Okay, there's nothing.
That's a badass Mustang.
It is a badass. It is the baddest Mustang.
I can't wait to get mine.
I have $420,000 left over to catch up.
There you go. It's a lot of money to buffer.
That's a very good point. Good point.
Yep. Awesome. Yo, the valves really like quiet down. Pretty
All right, so here we go. We're setting up the drag mode. Let's go ahead and set the RPM to the max. Since
set drag.
launch control.
All right, here we go. We're setting up the launch control RPM, and the GT500 is adjustable from what, 1,500 to 3,200.
Yep.
And in my Ford GT, I got to launch at 3,200 or 3,000. So let's set this the same to start off with. So let's go set that to
first thing you're going to do is hit the snakehead button on the steering wheel.
Okay.
And then you're already on track apps. So otherwise you can scroll up and down.
Okay.
Launch control. And then you have to enable it there, which is already enabled.
Okay.
And then go to RPM.
Oh.
And then you just use the
there you
arrow.
go.
I believe the minute you set it, it's set.
Okay. So that you probably have to go ahead and set the RPM here.
Yep.
Hit OK.
Actually, you just back out of it.
Oh, just back out of it.
Yep.
Okay, and
You
then
just
let's
have to
go back in. Okay, it's there. Okay.
So now to actually launch the car, what do we do?
Okay, so now pretty much right now the transmission's not warm enough, but once it's up to 150 degrees, you'll see a little LC right here next to the speedo.
Okay.
Once we're up to temp, which you'll see a little bit later, and then once you see the LC, you just hold your foot on the brake, floor it, and then as soon as you let off the brake,
okay,
it goes.
All right, so let's go drive around a little bit so we can do a test launch.
Yeah.
And then we'll line them up.
Yeah. Sounds good.
One thing I did notice is it's way. Brooks got his Ford GT, and we're headed out onto a closed road over here to try some 0 to 60 testing before we get a chance to do the track. Obviously, it's
But the thing is, where you're gonna have a hard time.
right, so you saw it.
Man.
No, you got nothing on that car.
No, I really don't. I mean, we give it the best chance. We went all the way from 20.
No, we started at 3,200.
3,200. We went to 28.
Right.
Then all the way to 17.
Right.
And at 1,700, I was a little bit better. You'll see it on the race.
Yeah.
But it's still.
Well, even so, second gear, the GT starts to pull.
Yeah, the problem with the GT is that the traction control really affects it.
Yeah.
Like in second gear, the traction control, real world situations, the car just keeps that traction back. But
GT pulls really hard, and that's, I mean, we didn't go like super fast.
No,
obviously.
no.
We've seen this go 133.
Yeah.
I've trapped 132, 133 the half mile, and that car spinning.
Yeah.
So, I mean, dude, a half-mile race of these two cars would be pretty badass.
I think this car definitely on the top end. You can definitely. I think the Huracan is gonna have a hard time with this car.
It's a good race.
Like a stock Huracan.
Yeah.
This
You know what would be crazy? I think my Model 3 would have taken this today. It definitely would have. My Model 3 out here will do 0 to 60 in 3.2. Now 0 to 60 times. We gotta set that up.
Yes.
So 0 to 60 times, I think the best in the GT, spinning quite a bit, was about 3.4 seconds. You guys were sitting at the high threes.
Yeah.
Low
So
fours.
4.6 is the best I saw.
6.
Yeah, 4.6, which is, if you really think about it, it's slower than a GT. But again, we're in these horrible conditions.
Yeah. But that's what it is sometimes.
That's what it is. That's a
perfect.
street. That's exactly what it is.
I think that's where the engine in the back really comes in.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I didn't even have this car in VMAX mode because the surface is a little bumpy down there. But of course, you can drop this car down. It brings the wing down and drops it actually 2 inches. It's pretty cool.
There was one race, 0 to 30,
Yeah.
that I had to, and then
Probably did.
gone. But this car also has a very interesting lag between the moment that you let off of the pedal and it goes. Very interesting. Hopefully Ford fixes that, but there is like a good, I want to say,
quarter second.
Yeah, a quarter of a second delay between you doing that.
I actually noticed that in Las Vegas when we were doing the drag strip testing.
Crazy.
They actually said they would give you money if you could red light the Pro Tree. And I'm like, oh, I could do that. But if you saw how, I mean, obviously a Pro Tree comes down really fast. And by the time you engage launch control and they hit the Pro Tree, it was impossible to red light out there because it's got like a quarter second lag. So to hit the tree for drag racing, the Mustang guys for this car are gonna have to really anticipate the light.
Yeah, I mean, I was doing it like, you know, by the time that he had his hands up and started moving the hands down, that's when I tried to let off.
Maybe a little earlier.
But even then, it still wasn't enough. I mean, hopefully they fix that. Hopefully the tunes fix that.
Right.
But besides that, amazing car.
Yeah.
Can't wait until.
Who do you think's gonna win? Dodge Demon on pump gas
on drag radials?
GT500 from a roll.
From a roll. I'm thinking this one taken on the roll.
So too.
I think this one
I've got
taken.
some
This is
stats.
lighter. This is lighter, right?
It's the same. They're both
It's
about
about the same.
4,200 pounds.
Okay.
But if you look at what the Demon puts down on the dyno, it's right in line with this. I think from a roll, the dual clutch transmission, the GT500, might have a little edge.
I gotta tell you, that transmission is almost better than the first Rebel, your 4GT. When that dual clutch, this is way better. This is at the level of like Huracan, McLaren. It's very impressive for the.
So you know what we should do? I got an idea because I have 60 to 130 times on the Dodge Demon on pump gas from a long time ago.
We could go.
I think we should jump
bench
in,
racing.
Jump in the let's bench race a little bit. Let's jump in the GT500 with the V box.
And see what it
do
does.
60 to 130 because I don't think anyone's actually done that yet. So we'll get the 60 to 130, and then since we're wrapping up, we'll just kind of post up the numbers and let everyone else think about what's going to happen.
Guess on the link below.
Dodge Demon versus GT500. So there you go. That's a wrap. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, make sure you hit the thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. With two GT500s here and a tuning shop.
Yeah, thank you, Ken, by the way.
Yes,
appreciate
Ken's
it.
over here.
Ken,
thank you very much.
Appreciate it for Palm Beach Dyno, for all your
GT500.
Mustang tuning needs and everything in between.
We want a rematch.
Yes.
He wants a rematch.
And hey, we're hoping that you be the first one to hit 9s, right?
Yeah, we're gonna try and get it taken care of here as soon as possible.
Awesome.
You know what the problem is?
What's that?
You got to raise the launch up.
Yep.
Yes.
Because if you watch the stock car launch, he's got it all the way up and it's a dead hook.
Yeah.
It's going 10.6.
Yeah.
And it's only like a 1.75, 60 footer. And you're going to need to be in the 1.5s.
Yeah.
With drag radius.
We're hoping to just power our way through it.
Yeah.
You know.
Power all the way after
Not
first
60
and
foot
second.
better, but
Yeah, but you want that ET, you need that 60 foot.
I know, but I think there's enough power there.
It's trapping 132.
We'll do both. But I think the initial 9-second pass is going to be a power pass.
Well, hopefully you guys can know that. I think Ford should have left more in at 3,200. They know people are going to modify these cars. And they know people want to put some good times down. if you don't have adjustable launch control, let it go up to freaking 6,000.
Well, maybe the transmission is a liability.
Yeah, we're going to try and get into that.
Yeah.
The tuning. I no guarantees.
Actually, the transmission's a good point. The reason they limit all the torque in the 4GT is because they don't. Whoever built the transmission, I think it might have been Ferrari.
Yes.
I don't know. It can't be Ferrari, but maybe the same company that built the transmission.
Canziano.
Yeah, was basically saying they don't want all the torque down low in the GT because I know the way this thing pulls, they could have a lot more. But that's maybe for another.